Charlie Brown Christmas. It was dark when Will left his room on Christmas Eve. The street was deserted and white. The air was sharp on his lips and throat and turned erratically, disturbing the small piles of snow that had accumulated in the corners of driveways. An empty streetcar passed like a ghost, and Will listened to its grinding grow faint somewhere down on King Street. He had not noticed from his window that the Dolphin was closed, the first time he had seen it so before last call. The hanging neon light unlit, and the dark emptiness of the interior seemed absurdly out of place to him. A middle-aged man with two small dogs passed and nodded a greeting, to which Will said, "Merry Christmas," wondering where the man had appeared from so suddenly. The lights in Paddy's basement hall had been burned out for a week, and it was pitch black, except for a cut of light that crept out from under Paddy's door. Will heard no noise inside, but, accustomed to this, knocked twice, to which the immediate response came, "Come in." Will entered and took the love seat. Paddy had videotaped a Charlie Brown Christmas. Charlie Brown picked the frailest, ugliest tree on the lot. Paddy started howling and slapping his knee. "You think that's funny?" Will said. "What? Charlie Brown?" "Not him. Linus. He's the only one who isn't against Charlie Brown. Mind you, he's not for him either." "You kind of remind me of Charlie Brown, Paddy." "You kind of remind me of Linus. Maybe we should be syndicated." They watched the credits roll, and then Paddy got up and put on The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Paddy fell into the love seat again and looked generally peaceful, the way he did on Sundays when Will would sometimes show up at his place before he had had his first 4 cups of coffee. It was in moments like this that Will came to a deeper understanding of Paddy, of how vulnerable he was in the world despite his show of strength. Paddy was an easy target for ridicule. His appearance alone was enough to spark interest in the mean-spirited, and if he spoke, it furthered his accountability to the ill-willed. His accentuated syllables, his flamboyant diction, and the unorthodox observations and attitudes his sentences revealed. Paddy rarely left his apartment. Dorothy, the waitress at the Dolphin, hated him. Kids on the street laughed at him. In moments like this, Will saw the courage with which Paddy lived his circumstance, the commitment he had made to himself and to others. He had acquired the ability to imbue the plainest of moments with meaning, if only in the way he accented it. He was always acutely aware of other people's toils. Will thought of Paddy as royalty in that moment, a benign monarch in a malignant kingdom, the Queen of King Street. "Linus is a realist and Charlie Brown is a dreamer," Paddy said. "I don't know," Will said. "I'd have to give that some thought." "Please do," Paddy said. Will looked closely at Paddy. "What are you doing?" Paddy asked. "I was just noticing how beautiful you are." End of chapter.